Welcome to Toe to Toe, a podcast for realtors where you'll witness a battle of opinions about topics affecting your real estate business. There are many ways for realtors to achieve success. The secret is to find which approach will work for you. Now, always in your corner, here are your hosts, Jenn Murtland and Monica Weakley.
Welcome to another episode of Toe to Toe. I'm Jenn Murtland, and I'm here with my constant opponent, Monica Weakley. Every episode, we choose a different real estate topic to battle about, and we go toe to toe, arguing our differing opinions.
And our number one goal is to help you, the fearless realtor, to find a path that feels authentic to you. Then you can feel confident as you build your business and ultimately build the life that you want. So today, during our throwdown, Jenn and I are going to duke it out over this: to give a closing gift or to not give a closing gift. That is the question.
Let me start, Monica.
You go. Let's go. Bring it. Ding, ding.
I don't even need a minute. I have a one-word answer.
Okay, what is it?
No. Listen.
Please tell me more.
I will expand for you.
Yes, thank you.
It's so silly. Literally, I have never gotten a gift from my attorney, my accountant, my dentist, my hairstylist. Not like a closing gift. Like I don't even get it. Like, my gift to them is, if they're a seller, on average, I can get them 3% more than every other realtor in our city. That's a great gift. I'll take money.
That is a gift. Wrap it up in a bow and give it to them.
And the service that we offer, I mean, that's the gift. Like, I just can't.
So let me get this clear. You're the gift.
I guess. I mean,
I'm just saying that's what you're saying. No,
I'm just saying it's a business transaction.
Yes.
It feels like giving a closing gift. I don't know. Maybe if the world were different, it wouldn't. It just feels kind of icky to me for some reason. It feels like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for doing business with me. Like, you're begging almost, and I just don't like it.
I love that. Actually, have you ever had it where you're sitting at the closing table and the other agent brings the gift and it's like some big thing and they present it to their client right in front of you and your client?
Yeah, me and my client look at each other and be like, I can buy paper towels myself because I just made $50,000 more than if I would have used somebody else. I don't need a basket of paper towels and wet wipe. I don't even know what they put in there, but it's always stupid stuff. If
that's what people are gifting, then yeah, that's a real problem. Paper towels and wet wipes.
It sounds like you have a different opinion on this.
Well, actually, just slightly. I don't give closing gifts either. So here's where we align. I also agree that my service, the job I did, was the gift in some way. They paid me. I did the job, like transaction closed, right?
Done.
So I do agree with you there. However, I do strategic gifting. And I do strategic gifting because I believe it helps me build.
Sounds like bribery.
No, it's about relationships. I don't give a gift to a client I didn't like. Like, some a-hole client doesn't get a gift from me at all, ever. Like, okay, I cut them out of my phone, out of my life the minute that shit is done. Yeah, good night.
Is that why you never know who I am when I call?
Yeah, I'm like, who's this number? But I will tell you that I am a big believer in strategic gifting. And in fact, I have a course all about building relationships through gifting, not just gifts that cost money, but gifting yourself, your time, your attention, all those things. So I will take a client who I believe is a good relationship for me, meaning they have the ability to send me referrals and I have the ability to help them. And that's where a lot of agents get it wrong. They're just trying to buy the next referral by some fake gift or whatever.
Buy a basket of paper towels.
Yeah, right. And wet ones. My point is, if I care to develop that relationship, then I'm going to demonstrate through thoughtfulness that I want more of the relationship and that I understand them. I get them. I'm in their life. I cheer them on. I recognize and acknowledge them right where they are. Sometimes that means a gift, but I'm going to do that away from the closing just so
Can you
they
give
know.
us an example of like.
Yeah, so a great client that I enjoyed working with, that was high quality person, that was ethical through the process, that enabled me to do my job and lead them like this. They're well connected. They're the kind of people I want to do business with. We're going to
Mhm.
close the deal, and I am going to have a 1-year post-close plan to stay in front of them purposefully. Because if I just hope that the relationship grows, well, that's really
Yeah.
even somebody with great intentions that can fall through the Oh,
Cracks.
yeah, right. So I'm going to be purposeful about it. And it's like planned randomness. And let's say their son, maybe the next fall, their son gets into Notre Dame. And that's a big deal because I remember that they were going school, shopping or whatever. You better believe some swag is heading to their house because
That's
I want to
awesome.
I want to be Aunt Monica, not the gal we used to sell our house. Right. So you got to show up like that.
So how many people do you think that, because to me, I get that. Like there are a handful of clients that I like to stay in touch with that they're actually friends. Like a lot of my friends now were past clients.
Mhm.
But like how many people do you think you can handle? Or
So
like
that's actually a great question. And that's an entire course that I teach actually, because it's such a great question. And the reason people get stuck in sort of concrete on this and they don't move into action and put a thing into place because they don't know where to begin. So the
mm,
short answer to your question, and this comes from the teachings of Hank A. Vink in 36 to Life, is I believe you can have around 36 A relationships. These are relationships that you can pour into and they have the ability to pour into you.
okay.
And then
So
you can have
people you
another.
like and want to hang out
Yeah,
with and
yeah,
like spend
for
time
sure.
with and know and all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then maybe another 100 that are like that next level relationship. But everybody else then is in a different category. Those two are just your relationships that you're going to spend money on and time on and effort on.
And now that you're really talking about that, I think I do, but I don't really call it a closing gift. So like,
Mm.
and I don't even know that I'm doing it because if I like them, I'll be like, hey, let's go celebrate and go grab a drink, and then
Right.
we will do that. So I guess I do do closing
You're
gifts. Oh
look at
crap!
you, relationship builder.
Oh crap!
Oh my gosh, we're getting the softer side of Jen here
Yeah,
today.
we'll edit this out.
Yeah.
And then like you said, after if I see something or I'm talking to them and something's in their life, I'll be like, oh, that's awesome. Like I think that I do it through like quality time with them, not an
Sure.
actual gift, which brings up, have you heard of the love languages?
Yes, the 5 love languages.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think we should
Mhm.
put that in the notes somewhere on this because
Yeah.
the love languages are really cool because when you know how somebody receives love, like you then have a choice to give them in that way.
Yeah.
So if somebody does not receive love through gifts, do you take that into consideration?
It's a great question. If I'm not having them take the quiz, which, is
But you
interesting and
still
would be
know
fun,
when people, I
you'd
think,
you'd be
interact.
surprised. I remember when I was running the real estate office and I had the staff take the test and I was blown away. I thought I had our IT guy figured out and I was way off. So
Really?
yeah, and here I had been
Interesting.
doing little tchotchkes of like gifting and whatever, and that wasn't his language at all. And I'm missing the boat with this staffer that I loved and I wanted to,
Yeah.
serve. So I don't know. The thing I do with my clients that I've done in the past is something called All About You form. Have you heard of that?
Yeah. We do something similar.
Yeah, the All About You form is just any sort of form. You can use Google Forms, it's free, and it's maybe 10 questions that you send to anybody that gets into your orbit. Anybody that you're going to be working with, you want to know this about them. What's their favorite this? What's their favorite that? Do they have an NFL team they follow? What's the name of their dogs? Like,
Do you think we could put that like in the notes too? The
sure,
list? Yeah.
sure, absolutely. I'll link it to a sample. You have to create your own, but you'll get an idea of what we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
that helps you figure out what's important to them so that when you do give a thoughtful gift that's not associated with the closing per se, it's just because they're your friend.
that's right. And you know them, and you've also been listening differently. When we're real estate
Mm.
agents that care about the client post close, we're going to listen during the transaction a little differently. We're going to look for those things that are important to them. We're going to ask questions like, my favorite one is you're sitting around the table, you're getting ready to sell a family's house and they're downsizing and the kids are gone. The best question to ask is, tell me about the best memory you had in this house. I mean,
That's
think
an
about
awesome
the
question.
conversation you're going to
Love
have
that.
there. Yeah, right? Or,
Mhm.
hey, what are you going to do with your time now that you don't have to take care of this lawn? You know, they're moving into a condo. What are you going to do with your time? Oh, hell, I'm going to be on the golf course every damn week. Well, some logoed golf balls, you know, are going to be
Right.
his logo, not my logo, by the way, his logo, his name.
Oh,
Yeah,
interesting.
not,
All right.
not me. This is about
Huh.
them. So this is a whole, yeah, we're opening up a can of worms here.
What if they don't have a business? Would you
And just their
just
monogram it. Monogram it.
cool?
Yeah. Or, you know, anything related to golf. But now you're going to give him something that he's going to be using every time he pulls it out of his golf bag. He's thinking of you. Now you're not a past tense real estate agent. You're the present tense real estate agent. And that sounds like this. Oh, Jen. Oh, we used Jen to close our house or to sell our house.
Right.
Versus, oh, Jen is our realtor. Even though, you know, it's 3 years past the sale, Jen is our realtor. I want to be that. Right?
Yeah,
Makes sense?
that does make sense. That's awesome. I think
Yeah.
that's a lot of you brought up some really good points that I'd like to think about. So let's go back to our corners.
Let's let's do it.
It's a little
We didn't
long-winded.
really totally disagree on this one, although we have like a little different approach. But I think the listeners can kind of absorb what side of that they feel like aligns with them.
Yeah, I agree. So we'll take a short break and hear a word from our sponsor. And when we return, we'll have the final punches.
Do you have an entrepreneur mindset? Do you believe in the power of building wealth versus just selling houses? There's a new kind of business model for realtors, and you owe it to yourself to see why top agents and teams are aligning their future with the fastest growing real estate company in the world. eXp Realty, tomorrow's brokerage today. For more information or a private discussion, go to the Toe to Toe Podcast Facebook page and send a private message telling us you'd like to learn more about eXp Realty.
Before we get to our final punches, Monica and I took this question to the streets and we asked many realtors, do they give closing gifts? Monica.
Yes, we did. Yes, we did. And I would say we had about an 80-20 split. Yes, agents are giving gifts. Now, I would say that 80% isn't yes all the time, but it's yes at least sometimes. So, which is interesting. And we had a great explanation written by Lori Hayes with Sipsy Klein Realtors here in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, Lori. Thanks for responding to our survey. Lori says, yes, usually for buyers, and then always something personal to them. She says she tries to learn about their interests, makes note of their home decor items, and things they ooh and ah over. She also finds out if they have any collections. Love that, Lori. Way to pay attention and way to go where I stand on this. If you are going to give a gift, make it a thoughtful gift, an artifact that sticks around, and not some delicious, I'm sure, piece of cake that will be eaten, consumed, and never remembered again.
Now let's get back to the show and close out for our final round. All right, Monica, we were a little long-winded last time, but I'm going to give you a minute. Are you ready?
Yes.
Go.
All right, I only need a minute. Here's the deal. Thoughtful gifting, not just gifting, thoughtful gifting will enable you to strengthen and deepen your relationships, your most precious relationships, those relationships that you know can help you grow your business. And here's the secret to the whole thing. These are relationships that you know you can help them as well. It's critical. It's got to be kind of that win-win situation. And I believe that thoughtful gifting can help you create those relationships. Doesn't have to be at the closing table. In fact, avoid that.
Avoid it. Okay.
I say avoid it. It's crazy. It's minutia. They've got their freaking life in a U-Haul. Like they don't need a gift from you right then.
Yeah, I agree. I think no closing gifts also. And I like your idea on the thoughtful gifting for sure. I think that it becomes natural with people that you like, that you will gift I don't necessarily know if it's like an actual gift or if it's like spending time with them or just like being in their life. So I agree with like the purposefulness that you've built around it. And I think it's a little bit more efficient than maybe the way I've been going around, doing it.
Yeah. Sweet.
Cool.
All right. That's going to have to be the end of today's battle. Do you think there was a knockout today? Is Jenn on the ground rolling around crying like a baby? Am I on the ground? Maybe. All right. Go to our Facebook page. That's Toe to Toe Podcast Facebook page and comment and vote. Who do you think won today's Toe to Toe battle?
All right. I hope you enjoyed today's battle, and we hope that you heard something here today that helped you get clarity on your path and your standards on gift giving.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Toe to Toe Podcast. Make sure to hit the subscribe button so you get updates when new episodes are available. And we truly love feedback and would appreciate all likes, reviews, and suggestions for future topics.